Welcome to the Nova Armada channel, and hello to my future subscribers and to my loyal subscribers. Today's aircraft is the Finnair Douglas DC-9-14 with the classic 1970s era Finnair livery. Please watch to the end to see this aircraft's full history. Built by the Douglas Aircraft Company in the mid-1960s from the Douglas Aircraft Factory in Long Beach, California, this Douglas DC-9 was delivered for service at its first operator, Air Canada, from Douglas Aircraft on March 12 of 1966. Initially registered as Charlie Foxtrot Tango Lima Bravo and painted in Air Canada's 1960s era livery consisting of a red cheat line along the windows and a red vertical stabilizer with a white maple leaf emblazoned on it. As a note, this aircraft briefly appeared in an airport scene in the psychological thriller film Wait Until Dark, premiering in 1967. The pictures shown in this video are screenshots from that movie. After 2 years of service with Air Canada, the aircraft was briefly returned to the McDonnell Douglas Company before being acquired by Hawaiian Airlines in 1969. While we were unable to find any pictures of the actual aircraft, we can assume it looks similar to the photos shown here. With Hawaiian, the aircraft was registered as November 1369er. The aircraft would only be in Hawaiian Air service until 1970. In that year, it was transferred over to the Atlanta, Georgia-based Southern Airways and repainted in their blue and yellow striped livery of that era. The registration stayed the same as it had with Hawaiian Airlines. A year later, in 1971, the aircraft changed hands again, this time flying for Finnair. The aircraft received the 1970s era livery of a Finland blue stripe along the windows with the Finnish flag emblazoned on the tail. The aircraft was registered with its fourth registration number of Oscar Hotel-Lima Yankee Charlie. This aircraft would remain with Finnair for 12 years of total service in the Nordic environs of Northern Europe, the second longest streak this aircraft had with any one company. From Helsinki, the aircraft could range 1,300 nautical miles or 2,400 kilometers with up to 109 people, but usually seating was restricted to 90 people at maximum. Typical cruising speed of a DC-9-14 was 484 knots or 897 kilometers an hour, while being powered by Pratt & Whitney JT8D series low bypass turbofans, producing 14,000 pounds-force or 62 kilonewtons of thrust each. The aircraft was briefly leased to British Midlands Airways in 1983 with their multiple blue cheatline livery, before being briefly returned to Finnair in the same year. Near the end of 1983, the aircraft was acquired by the American-flagged All-Star Airlines. With this change, the aircraft saw another new livery with a dark blue belly and red stripe between the belly and white fuselage, and another new registration number, November 85 Alpha Sierra. This particular aircraft was the first flown by the small airliner. By 1985, the aircraft had transferred over to Midwest Express Airlines. The only change on this aircraft was the livery, which was a mostly dark blue fuselage with a gray belly and blue and red cheat lines under the windows. While with Midwest Express, the aircraft's registration would change in 1986 to November 500 Mike Echo. This aircraft would be with Midwest Express for 19 years, the longest streak with any one company. Already long in the tooth for most commercial airliners, this aircraft, with already 38 years of passenger flying service, was leased by East African Express. Initially, the aircraft flew out of Kenya with its previous registration number and with a new orange and blue livery. In 2004, the aircraft was re-registered as 5 Yankee-X-Ray X-Ray Bravo. This would be the aircraft's last registration number. The aircraft flew with East African Express until 2011, when it was placed in storage at the Nairobi airport. As of the middle of 2023, all indications are that the aircraft is still in storage there, awaiting final scrapping at a future date. The video on the screen now is a 1/400 scale model produced by a company called Aero Classics in 2001. This particular model, as seen here, is the only known model produced for this aircraft by any company at any scale. For any enterprise that is interested, this channel is available for advertising for your company. This opportunity is available for all reputable North American companies. Please contact me at the shown email address for details. This channel survives with you, the viewer, and your ongoing support. The more you watch my videos from start to finish helps me get a larger distribution around YouTube, which will bring in more subscribers that will then repeat this process. If you like what you've seen, hit those like buttons and spread the word. We've enjoyed making this video, and we hope you've had fun watching it. Thank you, and good day.